Chelsea have concurred an arrangement to sign Barcelona striker Marc, a report has uncovered. The Blues are looking for a new senior striker this summer, but they are also trying to sign some of the best young players in the game. This week, 18-year-old Guiu became a target. Fabrizio Romano revealed that the final steps are being put in place to finalize this transfer. Chelsea have indicated a willingness to trigger the teenager's €6 million, £5.1 million, release clause after reaching a personal agreement with Guiu. Barcelona had been quick to keep Guiu, who scored 2 times in 7 appearances for the senior side last season, and, surprisingly, offered the striker another agreement to attempt to remunerate him for his leap forward and eliminate his deal discharge proviso. However, Guiu has turned down Barcelona's offer and will instead use his skills at Stamford Bridge, where he is expected to become the latest Enzo Maresca signing after Fulham's Osimhen and Lukaku. Aston Estate youngster Omari Kellerman is likewise surrounding his own £19 million move to Chelsea. Reports state Guiu will be able to dazzle Maresca in pre-season and might be kept around the senior group 1 year from now, as opposed to go out borrowed. It is perceived that Chelsea's chase after another striker won't stop with Guiu, and the Blues could enlist one more new face to support their forward line, with Lille's Jonathan David a potential objective. Chelsea is also expected to look into signing a new winger. As a result of the Frenchman's decision to join Bayern Munich rather than come to terms with Chelsea, the pair were unable to reach a personal agreement. Guiu, 18, scored on his presentation for Barca in October and finished the mission with 2 objectives in 7 appearances under Xavi, who went to the team in front of large cash marking Vitor Roque towards the finish of the time. As first uncovered by Guillem Balage, Chelsea have connected to examine a potential move for Guiu, whose ebb and flow contract incorporates a delivery condition worth just €6 million, £5.1 million. This was subsequently upheld by Fabrizio Romano, who, close by Chelsea, named Bayern as possible admirers for Guiu. Barca desire to keep Guiu and plan to open discussions over another agreement which would build his delivery proviso. William Gallas feels there is one particular, very solid player at Euro 2024 that Chelsea should look to sign in the summer transfer window. The Blues, along with their Premier League rivals, are watching this summer's tournament with intrigue as they plot moves for a number of international stars. Gallas is keen to see his former side recruit a new central defender after veteran Thiago Silva ended his 4-year stint at Stamford Bridge at the end of 2023-24. Chelsea have a number of younger centre-backs, but Gallas feels it is important for the West Londoners to have a leader in the heart of the team's defence. Gallas has named Dayot Upamecano in the France squad for Euro 2024 as the ideal replacement for Silva if Chelsea can tempt Bayern Munich into a sale, and it's a move that could genuinely happen with the Blues actively monitoring him. Chelsea need a centre-back to replace Thiago Silva. Gallas, who earned 84 caps for France between 2002 and 2010, told Gambling Zone, Wesley Fofana is quality but he's so injury-prone and his big knee injury hampered his progress completely. Right now, Chelsea's defenders are all young and they lack a world-class defender, so that would be my priority in the summer. I haven't really thought about it, but Dayot Upamecano is good and has been very solid for France at the Euro, so maybe he could be a good option. They need a defender who can read the game and can be a leader, because when you have experience you've played so many games and know how to control a match and different situations. Bayern officials deemed Dayot Upamecano surplus to requirements, according to German outlet Bild, with the Frenchman guilty of making a string of high-profile blunders across the club's trophyless 2023-24 campaign. Upamecano's current deal in Munich runs through to the summer of 2026, and it's believed Bayern would demand a fee in excess of £40 million for the defender from potential suitors. If they are young, they have a different profile, and with the players they have, they need a leader who can drive them and who can teach them. Upamecano joined Bayern Munich from fellow Bundesliga side RB Leipzig in 2021, and he has made 114 appearances for them to date. The 25-year-old, who has twice been named in the Bundesliga Team of the Season, is currently under contract until June 2026. Let's give this another shot with feeling. In recent months, Victor Osimhen is a name that I seem to have written more frequently than my own. Of course, how frequently does the typical individual really work out their own name? Because of the varying quality of my articles, even I sign them sometimes under a pseudonym. In any case, Osimhen. I intend to write no more thoughts on his professional future after this one, which you are currently reading. How long will that goal last? My best bet is less than a week, but that's irrelevant. Keeping that in mind, here goes. As per Calcio Mercato, purveyors of the best Italian tattle, Napoli will pay attention to offers in the locale of £85 million for the Nigerian sensation this late spring. In addition, as part of their recruiting strategy, they may target the ostracized Chelsea striker Romelu Lukaku as a potential replacement. The Belgian, on the other hand, appears to be touring the highest levels of Serie A without stopping. Next season, Napoli, the season from that point onward, Bologna, maybe. Regardless, this development is likely to have piqued Chelsea's interest. The Blues have since a long time ago been connected with an imminent dive for Osimhen, and the unexpected importance of Lukaku in Napoli's arrangements should have Todd Boehly's machine gear pieces turning at an honestly improper rate. Since you see, huge Rom could end up being the sugar that swings this entire adventure in the Americans' approval. Munitition stockpile, for example, don't bring a Lukaku to the table. Neither do Manchester join together. And it's easy to see the advantages of a deal that involves Lukaku and Osimhen travelling in opposite directions. For a certain something, it would get him off Chelsea's compensation bill at long last. Another possibility is that it could make it easier to sign a striker who is widely regarded as one of the best players in world football right now. Since, supposing that there was one legitimate analysis of Chelsea last season, in among the wide range of various substantial reactions, it was that they missing the mark on demonstrated goalscorer, a going after point of convergence equipped for snaffling up half possibilities, of without any help winning matches through a blend of vulpine sly and power of will alone. To put it another way, they lacked an Osimhen. Numerous strikers have been linked with moves to West London in Chelsea's search for a striker to compete with Nicolas Jackson next season, and Todd Boehly is willing to continue his spending spree at Stamford Bridge. However, interest in John Duran and Serhou Guirassy is said to be increasingly cold as the transfer window begins. These are two names that may no longer be in the running. Jackson appeared to have found his shooting touch at the beginning of the year, scoring 7 goals and providing 2 assists in 15 Premier League games for the Blues under Mauricio Pochettino, a ratio of almost 2 goals every 2 games, which is a respectable total in the top division. Yet, notwithstanding his improvement, Chelsea will need reinforcement, and that won't come in that frame of mind of Duran or Guirassy, with BBC columnist Nisa Kinsella expressing that the interest in the pair had gone extraordinarily cold. A report on Sunday night proposed that Chelsea were inside examining who to sign as their next striker focus in a bid to offer Jackson some rivalry, with Armando Broja liable to be on out of Stamford scaffold in the late spring with expanded interest from Everton among others. Jonathan David of Lille has emerged as a target, but with a price tag of less than £30 million, other teams like Tottenham Hotspur and Manchester United are likely to compete for his services.